pissing our pants yet?
We tell ourselves that we are the walking dead.
Hi, I'm Brooke.
And I'm Brad.
And together we love horror, and we're watching The Walking Dead.
Today is the day where we're watching the season 6 finale. And it also happens to fall on another special day.
Our cat's birthday.
Our cat's birthday. And Brooke's birthday. But also our cat's birthday.
That is the important part.
So we are watching the season 6 finale on our cat's birthday.
Yes.
And we thought that that would be a very special
That's
way.
something that you guys would really want to know, too, right?
Right, exactly.
It's a treat for the cat's birthday.
For the cat's
For
birthday.
cat treats. No, it's a treat for my birthday.
It's a treat for Brooke's birthday.
They are strawberry yogurt flavored almonds. I would share them with all of you, but I can't, so I'm just going to eat them in front of you. Thanks, hon.
You're welcome. It left off on a huge cliffhanger with Dwight shooting Daryl, and we saw the blood come at the camera. And yeah, we're gonna see what happens with that. Also, Glenn, Michonne are tied up right now. So, and then Rosita is also in that mix as well.
So, okay, here's the thing that concerns me about the finale.
Yeah.
Everyone that we have mentioned this to, anyone who knows what episode we're on, they're all like, oh. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh. So now I'm like, guys, don't leave me hanging. What's going on? What happens? And of course, no one's going to tell. So I'm a little bit nervous to watch this because there's a reason everyone's saying, oh.
Next episode is called Last Day on Earth. Any thoughts about Last Day on Earth and what Last Day on Earth could mean?
It sounds like the kind of title that would make people go, oh.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds... Yeah,
doesn't sound very promising.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a positive one. So, all right. Are you ready to see what it means? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's do it. It already kind of sounds tense.
You are alive. I mean, good news, but...
It's got a horse.
Hey, boy.
Things with horses never end well in this show.
Hey, come here.
What's that? I guess, the horse track.
Oh, okay.
Is that or Gabriel? Oh no, I'm sorry, I forgot. He's chasing Carol, which is stupid.
Ooh, that whistling is creepy.
Yeah, that whistling is creepy.
It's very unsettling.
Uh-huh.
Glenn's still not back. I need to be there for Maggie.
I said no.
Carl, if you were worried about an attack, you wouldn't be leaving.
Those saviors are out there. And you know what they did to Denise? What they tried to do with Maggie and to Carol? That's not happening to you. All right, I'm not gonna let it.
Did we ever find out why they're called saviors?
Any change?
I don't think they explained
It's
it.
getting worse.
Good call on the transport.
Well, I figured she'd be more comfortable.
It also means you got room for more.
You hope they show up. Jesus, this is about getting Maggie to a doctor, not about... Screw you, I'm going.
Enid, stop!
I know I could be of some help. Now's the time, here's the place. Don't shine me. I'll be your anchor man. Yes, I damn will.
I hope you're not putting this on us. We broke the rules, so folks had to die. The one who fired the first shot, we strung him up to make an example of him. He wanted to fight us.
Get out of my way. Carl!
Grab some pistols from the closet. But hurry, we gotta go now.
Oh no,
Oh, he locked her in.
Damn it!
That's messed up, though, to
I
leave
know.
somebody locked in it. What if she can't breathe in there?
I know. Actually, it's not very safe.
No. What if she had to pee?
Carl! Carl!
Ooh, I don't like that pound. Like the pounding on that guy went into the pounding of her in the
Yeah.
closet.
What if you don't come back?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to live with that?
Just survive somehow.
Oh, interesting.
Used that against her.
Yeah.
JSS.
We're ready to protect this place.
I feel like you wouldn't be able to breathe in there. There's no ventilation.
Yeah.
I mean, for a little while, but not long term.
You're just gonna have to punch me in the face and tie me up again. Because that's what it's gonna take to stop me.
We have 24-hour shifts set up on each of the watchtowers. In the event of any emergency, my first priority is Judith. Are you comfortable leaving me in charge of Alexandria's defense?
I wouldn't be. Sorry, but I wouldn't be.
You're still not trusting Father Gabriel.
I just don't think it's not even just about trust. It's
The saviors do show up. Should we try and make some kind of deal?
Tell him to wait for me.
I got a deal for him.
he's not very good. Like, he hasn't been fighting very long, right? I mean,
He's getting better.
he was never a fighter before. Ooh, was that a walker?
No, that's Carol.
It's Carol? I couldn't really tell. Oh, it is Carol. Oh. Oh, she looks bad.
Yeah.
I told you not to come.
And I'm gonna start listening to you real soon.
I'm gonna start listening to you real soon. Oh. Did she get bit? Oh, she didn't get bit.
Is us about to make an example out of you?
Everyone at the library, they're dead.
Stuff like this bothers me. I know I don't know them and I don't know the story, but seeing violence always bothers me.
Yeah. At the library, so there was a library group.
That was a long intro. I almost forgot they hadn't had the intro
Right.
yet.
Hey. We're gonna get there.
At least they have an RV,
The doctor at the hilltop.
so she could have a bed.
He's gonna make things better.
I'm so nervous for her.
Everything we've done together. Because as long as it's all of us, we can do anything. Pressure should help, but you need stitches. And at dawn, we will head back. Get you some help.
No.
No, what?
She's not going back.
Carol, just...
Being stubborn.
What the bitch?
Oh no. Oh, this is not gonna be good.
Yeah.
Enemy close.
I'm sorry, I forgot I played. They did show the
We
library,
doing this?
but we don't know what happened. Sometimes I forget Rick was a cop for a second, so he is able to like know how to deal with like hostile situations and.
Yeah.
He's someone who was with a whole lot of someones who didn't listen.
Oh gosh.
We can make a deal. Right here. Right now.
That's right. We can. Give us all your stuff.
That's not a
We'll probably
deal.
have to kill one of you. That's just the way it is. But then we can start moving forward
Oh
on
my
business.
gosh.
All you have to do is listen.
No.
That's not a deal. Yeah.
Rick isn't gonna do that.
Fact is, I was about to ask for all of your stuff. Only I'm thinking I don't have to kill any of you anymore.
Yeah.
I like that he came off as tough and not like, okay, we'll bow to your demands.
Yeah, I did too.
That guy's not dead yet. Oh,
No.
I'm scared. Oh no, he's gonna do something really bad. This makes me so nervous.
Sorry, we don't negotiate.
Me and my people are leaving.
Plenty of ways to get to where you're going.
They're gonna shoot or something. I'm nervous. Rick,
Yeah.
don't
Want to
turn
make
your
today your last day on Earth?
back. Oh, there's the title.
Yeah.
What if it's the last day on Earth for you?
I love that
For
they're
someone
like
you love.
competitive now.
Yeah.
What if that's true? Maybe you should be extra nice to those people in that RV, like it was your last day on Earth.
You do the same.
This is so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I can't stand this. I like it. Why did he spray paint him? He put
Yeah,
spray
I don't know
paint
what
on
that
him.
was. It's just creepy that they're just like torturing this man. I don't know, just there's something eerie. I mean, obviously that's scary anyway, but just eerie.
Yeah, Rick like doesn't acknowledge it. Like,
Yeah,
they're
Rick
just not-
doesn't
and
even
they're not
really
even-
acknowledge it.
And they're not even actively doing it. They're just kind of standing there like, well, when you leave, we'll get back to our torture. Like, ugh. You used to be fun to meet new people because it was like, oh, new people. And now I feel like every time we meet new people, it's so nerve-wracking because you don't know if they're going to be horrible or nice. And most of the time, they're horrible.
Maybe I can help guard the place.
Why did you come?
I owe them.
Log Run Road's a straight shot.
We want visibility.
It's a longer trip by a third, but we get the scenic safety of clear-cut dingles and glens.
Wasn't just me. Rick came looking too.
Do you really think you could just come here and tell me to come back and that's how it'll go?
They care about you.
I know they do. And I care about them. That's why I can't be there.
That's why you have to be there.
Do you really just not get it?
I like how she said that.
Yeah.
If you care about people, there are people to protect. There are people that you will kill for. If you don't want to kill, then you have to get away from them.
Everything in this life that's worth a damn. That's what I know. And out here on your own, you'll die.
Then let me die.
No, I can't do that.
I don't want Carol to be like
Leaving you.
but she might be
I
she
said
might be like
go.
kind of just I'm just gonna let it happen if it happens type of thing.
There is a price, Morgan, and you're gonna pay it. I have, and I can't anymore.
Maybe Carol and Morgan could date. Could you ever see them dating? I could.
Not at this point.
Well, not right now, but I could see them dating.
Think we can do it? What they did. Glenn and Maggie.
What?
Have a baby.
Who would want to in this
Doing
world?
something as big as that.
Really, you should live where the doctor is, not...
Right. Well, now Rick's gonna have to do away with them because that's what Rick does.
Dan?
It's so creepy.
They followed.
Yeah.
Or they didn't maybe follow them, but they knew where the other
They took a
road
back
led.
way.
So
No.
they knew where the other
Not
road
now.
led, so they came and blocked it on
They've
him.
been waiting. They're ready. 5 on 16. We're gonna play it our way. How we want it.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Like, oh. It gives me shivers. It gives me shivers because it's just so creepy how they're all just sitting there waiting for you to come out of the woods and. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, that's gruesome. Ew, I can't even look. Yuck.
That must be the library.
Yeah, that's horrible. Ugh. Okay, I'm glad he put him out of his misery because that's so gruesome to just hang there doing that. The thump was kind of sickening. Did you hear the thump?
Carol?
Ew, it's always creepy to see walkers just walking around the streets.
How are we on gas?
Half a tank.
Those weren't the same men who blocked the road the first time.
Same outfit. Different soldiers.
Oh, that means there's more of them. I was thinking it was the same guys that went around to the other road.
No.
So that means they have like lots of them.
Can't go through it. Can't risk the RV.
What? What is this all about? Did they make like a trap or something? Ew, they did.
Yeah, they did.
I wouldn't have even thought of that. Oh my gosh. Ew, it's through it. Oh, ew, it's
Yeah.
through its belly. What's Michonne's?
I'm not sure. Oh, the braid?
That's Daryl's.
Oh, it's a sign. Yeah.
Oh man. That's messed up.
Get back to the RV! Go!
They're doing the same thing.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
such a gruesome idea to chain the walkers like a human fence so you can't get through.
Yeah. And then...
They keep coming up with like new lows. Not lows, but like new things on the show that are like more disturbing than you thought.
Undercarriage could have caught a bullet, or could be transmission, it could be nothing.
Oh no, the car is breaking down.
Blocked the road, but they weren't trying to stop us. They want us in this direction.
But we can get back on track on Maggie.
We're down to a third of a tank. We can top off at the next stop, but no refills after that.
She's burning up.
I know he had to tell him Maggie's condition, but I kind of feel like you're just piling on. We can't do anything about it right now. There's no way. That's even more people.
It's like a wall of people.
There's like no more. They can't get through anywhere.
Go back. Where?
I was about to say, well, they can at least go back and get Denise. Like, oh wait, I forgot. They don't have Denise. They have no doctors. I forgot about that.
And even though Denise, you know, does have like her medical
she has
experience and training and all, that doesn't necessarily mean in regards to delivering babies or pregnancy complications or anything. Because, you know, there's different.
Well, at least they had somebody, but yeah, they had something, but they have nothing right now.
I feel like with medical care, every area is so specialized.
Carol's necklace or something?
It would look like the rosary.
Yeah,
I think.
okay. Yeah,
I'm not sure though.
That must have been what it was.
Oh, and she might be too weak to fight. Oh no. Ew, and it's so gross. Oh, ew, the horror. Oh, gross. Ew, I'm gonna throw up.
She had to like pour off her hair.
I can't let this. It's so gross. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that guy.
No. What is she gonna do? Oh my god.
Nah.
I mean, he's hurt too, though, right? So.
Each breath is getting harder. So here's how it's gonna go.
Gosh.
You're gonna lie there, and I'm gonna watch you die.
Oh no.
Slow, just like my friends did back on that road.
No, she doesn't need any more injuries.
Yeah.
See there? That's a pretty good start, huh? Ha!
Maybe Morgan will find her. And Morgan can convince him to become a kind person and not hurt her anymore.
Right.
I'm kidding. Morgan would have to just get rid of him. Oh my gosh, this is awful.
We're getting there.
And they can't tell Maggie that Glenn is like
Shots.
a hostage.
Yeah. Saviors, they're gone.
No, I meant like they can't at any point. Like,
I know.
I feel like in this episode, just everyone is just miserable. Like, it's not like we're okay and some people are miserable. It's just everyone.
Yeah, it's very different.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm gonna die. So, there's nothing wrong with me anymore.
You think you've suffered enough now?
No, probably not.
Ugh. That's 2 gunshots. That's horrible.
And she's already got that big wound on her stomach that Morgan said needed stitches.
Done? Unless you kill me now, I'm not gonna die.
I think she said that because she's in so much pain that she wants him to just finish it because she can't lay there in pain.
The world doesn't decide. You decide. You get to walk away and get what you want.
Stop.
It's Morgan.
Morgan.
You can survive this. You can.
Morgan killed someone.
Morgan killed for Carol. He will do it if
See, he finally realized that sometimes you have to. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm shocked though.
You're right.
What happened to you?
Who were they?
I found your horse.
Oh, that's their horse. Okay. I wondered where it came from.
Found my friend, too. She needs help. Let's get you some help.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. He's gonna help them.
Oh, he's nice.
Maybe they should be called the saviors.
Yeah.
We finally met some people that see. Oh gosh, what if it's a trick though? They might not be nice. This episode has been so depressing so far. Everyone's just mean.
They would indicate they not only have people, but some big-ass toys and capabilities.
What it indicates is we are neck deep up creek with our mouths wide open. Don't.
I can try and break the chain.
It won't work.
I can try.
It won't work.
Well, let's try.
So that's that same group, I guess.
We need the bullets.
We need the bullets. Oh, that's awful. I mean, I get it, but it's awful. Oh, it's so gruesome that they're just standing there watching it. I couldn't. Oh, his teeth got knocked out. I'm gonna.
Oh.
I know this is a show, and I'm trying to, like, when something gets really depressing, I just try to tell myself, like, you know, it's not real, but it's so sad.
People good, right? Like it was your last day on Earth? Or maybe one of theirs?
On the fire. Like, what do they...
Better go. It's gonna get hot. You go get where you're going.
And something about hanging is just the most gruesome. Like,
Yeah,
not that
choke,
any way
yeah.
is okay, but something about that just really bothers me.
Oh, yeah, but hanging bothers me a lot, actually.
Yeah. So
what's the
they
play?
can go anyway.
So they're ahead of us, probably behind us, but they're not waiting on us, per se. They're waiting on this rust bucket.
Oh, they want the
They
RV.
don't know the moment-to-moment occupancy of said rust bucket.
The way he talks is always funny.
Said rust bucket.
That's an idea. I didn't even think about them wanting the RV. It makes sense that they would.
That's the last of it. If you see a car, try to siphon the gas. Other than that, you keep moving.
I got something for you. It's a recipe, and it ain't gazpacho. How to build bullets 101. Abraham can show you where, just in case.
Thank you for this. We're lucky you're here.
I won't argue with that. How come you never let me drive the truck?
Yeah.
I didn't think you could do it. I was wrong.
Oh, that's nice. He told us.
You're a survivor.
Oh, they had a moment, Brad.
They did have a moment.
They had a moment.
It was a sad moment. For somehow.
I just hope that this isn't like the moment, because then they're all gonna die or something.
That's what I was saying. I was like, that was kind of a sad moment for no real reason, you know? I mean, I know they're doing a very dangerous plan. But.
Yeah. I don't like this plan because I feel like Maggie shouldn't be out in the world. But then what else are they gonna do? I mean, there's. Ew. I don't like moving around in the dark too, and that's why. Ooh. You can't see where you're going and everything's creepy. Ew.
That's
Just let me walk in.
Relax. Just a few more miles.
What happened to Denise? I'm not gonna let anybody die like that again.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's very unsettling.
Yeah. Very anxiety inducing.
Go! Go!
You know, while they were walking and talking, I know they needed dialogue for the show, but I kind of felt like you guys need to just walk as quietly as you can and not talk to each other. Like a horror movie. Oh no. Oh no, what's that?
Yeah, wow.
Oh no. They're so outnumbered. What can they do? Rick is so scared. Look at his face.
I
Like he's
know.
never been that. Oh no, they did get Eugene.
Good. You made it.
Oh, poor Eugene. It's gonna really be a blow to his
Welcome to where
self-esteem
you're
that he
going.
wasn't able to make this happen.
We'll take your weapons. Now,
We can talk about
we're
it.
done talking. Time to listen.
Being really exhausted doesn't help either, you know, you kind of know you're...
I mean, and what's Maggie gonna do?
Yeah. It's yours.
Okay. Let's get her down and get you all on your knees.
Hold up. We got it.
Not that they won't happen to any of them, but
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Eugene because he probably feels like he let everyone down, and it's not his fault.
Gonna need you on your knees.
Man, that's a blow for Rick.
I know, that is really a big shot to his pride and ego.
Maggie looks awful.
She does.
Like, she looks
She
so
looks-
sick. To think he could have been Daryl's friend.
Got people to meet.
Oh man. I've been worried about them.
Yeah.
Rick will just be glad she's still alive. Oh no!
On your knees.
No. I don't really want them to see each other. Because Glenn's just gonna worry and she's gonna worry and they just...
We got a full boat. Let's meet the man.
Pissing our pants yet?
That just sounded arrogant.
I have a feeling we're getting close. Gonna be PP Pants City here real soon.
He looks arrogant.
One of you pricks is the leader.
It's this one. He's the guy.
Hi. You're Rick, right?
He's gonna hit him.
I'm Negan. And I do not appreciate you killing my men. Also, when I sent my people to kill your people for killing my people, you killed more of my people. Not cool. You have no idea.
Rick is so scared.
You are so gonna regret crossing me in a few minutes. Yes, you are. No matter what. You don't mess with the New World Order. New World Order is this, and it's really very simple. So even if you're stupid, which you very may well be, you can understand it.
There's like wire on that.
Give me your or I will kill you. You work for me now. You have shit. You give it to me. That's your job. Now, I know that is a mighty big, nasty pill, but swallow it. You most certainly will. You thought you were safe. You are not safe. If you don't do what I want, and what I want is half your
Half.
and it'll even out sooner or later. This is your way of life now. The more you fight back, the harder it will be. You let us
Daryl doesn't look too good.
You don't really think that you were gonna get through this without being punished now, did you? I don't want to kill you people. I want you to work for me. You can't do that if you're dead.
Okay, see, that makes me not worried that they're all dying.
I'm not growing a garden.
Because I was worried they were all about to be killed.
Killed my people, a whole damn lot of them, more than I'm comfortable with. And for that you're gonna pay.
Daryl is bleeding, like, everywhere.
So now, I'm gonna beat the holy hell out of one of you.
Out of one of... Ooh.
This is Lucille, and she is awesome.
Ugh.
All this is just so we can pick out which one of you gets the honor.
Something about naming your murder weapon.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's really gross.
Huh.
I wondered. I could see him doing that.
I gotta shave this.
He won't do it to him, though, if he's volunteering.
Yeah, Abraham.
You know he wants to beat Rick.
You got one of our guns. Shit, kid. Lighten up. Please cry a little. You look shitty. Let's just put you out of your misery right now.
No!
No, 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 no.
Nope. Nope, get him back in line.
No. You know he wants Rick to be the one that gets beaten. I mean, I feel like all of this is for show because he's gonna pick Rick to beat. I feel like he doesn't care that much about the other people. He just doesn't like Rick.
Yeah. Don't any of you do that again.
I mean, don't you think he wants Rick?
That shit down, no exceptions. First one's free. It's an emotional moment. I get it.
That's why I think this is kind of for show, because he's gonna pick Rick to beat.
Suck. The moment you realize you don't know yet, it's your kid, right?
Oh.
This is definitely your kid.
So stop this!
Hey! Do not make me kill the little future serial killer. Don't make it easy on me. Everybody's at the table waiting for me to order. I simply cannot decide. I got an idea. Eeny, meeny, miny, catch. Told me to pick the very...
Oh, it was gross to see the weapon coming at you.
R. It. Anybody moves, anybody says anything, cut the boy's other eye out and feed it to his father, and then we'll start. You can breathe. You can blink. You can cry. Hell, you're all gonna be doing that.
No, what are they gonna do? I knew they, okay. I thought it was gonna be Rick or Carl, but I knew they were gonna do that. They're gonna end it where you see the weapon and you don't know who it is. Well, it's the finale, and we have to wait.
So what did you think of, we finally met the official Negan.
Yes.
So Negan and introduced himself. So what did you think about Negan?
I mean, it was creepy that he was in their RV.
Yeah.
It felt like violating that he's inside their RV.
He's a bit of a showman.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely think he's gonna get scary, like obviously because of what he's doing and the next episode.
Well, he's definitely scary right now. I mean, he's trying to review.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's not scary. What I'm saying though is, I think he will, like, we haven't seen a lot of what he does yet. We just met him and he hasn't, like, he ended with hitting someone, we don't know who yet, but he actually, like, we can tell he's going to be scary and violent because of what he's doing. But in this episode, I felt like it was all for show. It was all showy and theatrical. Like, he's walking around going on and on about how scary he is and how you should be afraid of him and all that. So it almost felt like when you go on and on about how scary you are and how everyone should be afraid of you, it almost makes you less scary. But obviously he did show, especially with the end, hitting someone with that, with Lucille, that he is a very terrifying character. So what I don't like, but I also do like because it's a show and we want it to be exciting, is that in the next episode we're definitely going to see a lot, and I'm a little bit nervous about what he's going to do because I don't know how to explain what I mean. He's shown that he is scary.
Any predictions about like who he picked?
Well, I really think he wants to hurt Rick. And Carl, if he... So I was a little bit nervous about him knowing that Carl was Rick's son, because what do you do to hurt a parent? You hurt their child. I mean, that's the thing that most parents would absolutely take the hit for their child, you know? So I thought, oh no, I don't want him to know that Carl is Rick's son because he might hurt Carl in order to hurt Rick. So I think I don't know. I feel like it's pretty obvious that he would want to hurt Rick the most, and then Carl maybe instead in order to hurt Rick more. So I don't know. I mean, I'll probably be wrong. Probably when we watch the next one, it'll be somebody else that he picked. But I feel like right now that it's probably Rick.
So what did you think just about the fact that they cut it off when they cut it off? Like, do you like that they cut it off without telling you who Negan picked, or do you?
I mean, I'm pretty convinced it's Rick or Carl. So to me, and the thing is, I'm probably going to end up being wrong because I feel like whenever I predict something, it ends up being wrong.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be wrong, but I feel like it's Rick. So I kind of just feel like when we come back, we're going to see Rick all bloodied up. But, you know, they did that before. They ended it with Daryl getting shot, but you couldn't really see anything. But Daryl's alive. So...
Yeah, so he's...
I don't know. It's...
Yeah, they shot Daryl.
They've ended it this way before, where they don't tell you who got hurt or how they got hurt. So I kind of feel like, and we still didn't really see a follow-up with what happened with Daryl. So, because he's alive, but we don't know what exactly on him got hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we're gonna come back and it's gonna be Rick all bloody and half dead.
Do you? Well, Negan did say he wants them alive because he wants them to work for him. So
well, I just meant half dead.
I know. So did you, with him saying I want them alive, does that somehow make him more? I don't want to say maybe more likable, like less threatening because he wants them alive?
No, because it's clear that he wants to be like king of the world here.
Yeah.
And he wants like a kingdom, and he wants all these people to be like working for him and following him. I didn't really like that he said, I don't want you dead, I want you working for me. Because to me, it took away a lot of the tension. Like if we thought he was going to kill them, I would be way more scared. But because here's the thing, they'll probably end up in some terrible living situation, doing things they don't want to do for Negan, like working for him. But Rick will have a plan to get out of that. And then they'll start working on their plan and they will be able to like overthrow Negan. So I almost wish that he hadn't said that he wanted them alive, because like they're alive, they're there to like work on a plan and overthrow him. So I feel like it would have actually been more tense if you thought, I don't know if Negan's gonna kill them or not.
I think I do feel like the trap and the I did feel very horror movie-ish in a good way. I actually really loved the aspects of this episode. I mean, it was it was crazy when they had to get into the woods and hearing the whistling. I mean, that was really eerie, I guess, kind of being kind of led into a trap, and then just being on a road, like in the earlier part when being on a road and realizing that you're kind of trapped because every road you take down is, every direction you go on that road is blocked by these insane people. And then they had
you don't know what they're gonna do,
right?
So
and then they had that Walker, I guess fence where they had
oh my gosh, I almost
hair.
forgot about that. Ugh.
Yeah, Michonne's hair, and then
was gross.
I guess Daryl's arrows. Was there something else? I think it was just those two things.
I think so.
Just to give
And
them a
of
sign
course,
that
Rick
they were
would
caught.
see the braids and think that Michonne had been killed.
Yeah, I mean, when you first see it, like at first, I mean, you assume that Michonne's probably okay, but I mean, you see those braids that might make you like, like, whoa, was that? Obviously, it wasn't her because that would have been too decayed and too.
Yeah,
but,
we knew it wasn't her as a walker.
Yeah.
But if someone cut off her braids, like obviously cutting off your
Yeah.
braids doesn't kill you. She could be alive and well somewhere.
Yeah.
But cutting off your braids and putting them like that, it sends a sign that like, hey, someone has her. She's in danger. Like she might be dead. She might be held somewhere. So that was really creepy. Well, when they were driving around, I will admit I kind of felt like I don't know. I felt like, what were they expecting to happen? Because it felt like, we're going to drive over here. Oh, there they are. Okay, let's go this way. We'll drive over here. Oh, there they are again. Like, let's try another road. And I started to feel like, guys, I think at this point we have figured out that they are everywhere.
Yeah.
So now I realized they were trying to figure out what to do. I mean, they didn't really have a plan and they didn't know what else to do. But I was glad when they finally got out of the RV and started walking, just because even though that's not safe, it felt like, okay, at least you have a new plan. Like you're starting some new way to get around, because this driving around thing is not working. The roads are blocked. Yeah. So I was glad they kind of like gave up on that and started walking. But I was really nervous when Carl was talking while they were walking, because I thought, just walk as quiet as you can. Don't talk to each other. So, but I don't think it would have mattered. Even if he had walked really quietly, that trap was right there. Like there was no getting around that. I mean, they knew where they were. So
what'd you think about the I forgot his name, the guy with the mustache that kept he was in the roadblocks and he was like torturing that guy. Ugh. And he was like today's the last day of your life, or what was it? Today's the last day of your life. Last day on Earth.
Yeah.
Let's say
title.
Technically, I think Rick said it first, but then the other guy that I don't know his name. I don't know if they said his name yet.
Yeah,
but
I don't remember.
Yeah, but
so he's not a nice person.
Yeah.
I thought the mustache guy came across as scarier than Negan actually, but I don't like. As characters, as people, long term, I definitely think Negan will be the more scary one. We saw him throughout the episode more.
There was something about Mustache Guy that I did think was, I don't know, there was something about him that is a little scarier. I think it's the way he talks. He's very friendly. Negan isn't friendly. He's showing out. The Mustache Guy didn't really show out. It was more like, hey, you might want to be nice to those people, just letting you know. And then, but Negan was more, you know,
I rule the world.
I rule the world, and you're gonna work for me. You know, so I get it. I think Mustache Guy is a little scary, but at the right now in the moment, Negan has Lucille.
Sort of the casual, like, friendly tone, but not friendly meaning. That to me is very unsettling. So, and you know what else was unsettling?
What?
Creepiest part of the whole episode. And I know you might think, why is this the creepiest part? Negan is the creepiest part, or Lucille is the creepiest part. No, the creepiest part to me was the whistling in the woods.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I actually
gave me shivers.
I love that part. Except
and it was like 2 parts, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was in the
the intro and then
the intro, and it was they had a little bit of it in the previous episode too, when they caught Daryl.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And Michonne and Glenn, but yeah, they had that whistling, and that really added to the tension. See, I actually I love that whole like woods in the woods and in the, you know, kind of isolated in the woods, and they were taking Maggie, poor Maggie, who's very, very ill. She looked
awful.
She looked really sick. I mean,
and I have things to say about Glennon. Yeah, all of that was the creepiest thing to me, because being in the woods at night in the dark and hearing people whistling to each other, like, that could happen, and it's very, very scary and unsettling to think, like, what if you were outside at night and you're just like walking in the dark and you hear like people making like signals to each other with whistles, and I don't know, something about that, I just had shivers, like it just really creeped me out. So to me that was actually the scariest part. And I just noticed you're wearing your Herschel's Farm shirt.
I am.
Yeah,
my
Barnes Off Limits
birthday present from a couple episodes ago. Yes.
Okay, so now on to the really important part of the episode, Glenn and Maggie.
Yeah.
So I think that here's my thought. I want to know what you think about if we did this.
Okay.
We should skip past all of the yucky Negan meanness and fighting and get to the part where Glenn and Maggie, their little baby, and they're a happy little family, and we get to see them love each other.
Yeah. Well,
We'll
we can. We just got to get Maggie to the doctor, which is not happening right now.
No. And I am worried about that, but I'm really thinking, like, or hoping anyway, that what she has is something like an infection that's like minor and treatable, that if they get her some antibiotics, she'll be okay. Because it could be, I mean, like, I don't, not to be like too much information, but it could be like a UTI or something. So I don't know, like if she has something like that, but and the problem is, if it is something serious, she is not far enough along that they can like try to deliver the baby, and like, I mean, there wouldn't be anything they could do. So I do feel like in that situation, we're kind of helpless. Like, she either needs antibiotics or that's it for her and the baby, like, or at least for the baby. So, I don't know now if they're going to get any medicine for her, because they're with Negan, and I don't think he's like exactly caring about that stuff.
No, I don't think
but,
he does. But, yeah.
But, if she's able to get better from that, and, you know, but I don't think, okay, here's the thing. I really don't think anything is going to happen, because I always felt like, this is just my like feeling on what's going to happen. So long term, like Rick, I feel like, because I know anyone can die in the show, but I always felt like Rick would be okay, and probably Carl by extension, because he is like the main character of the show. And then Carl, I feel like, is who would like take over for Rick if something, like if he was injured or whatever. So I always feel like Rick and Carl are pretty safe. And then Glenn and Maggie, I always have this feeling like they're going to be the only people in the show that like genuinely get a happy ending. So I just feel like that's like, I worry about them, but sometimes I think like, oh, they'll be fine. So I just feel like, with Glenn and Maggie and the whole like, and whatever she has, like an infection or something, I think that she'll be able to get medicine and get past it. And this could be wishful thinking, because I just want to see the baby.
Yeah.
I just really want to see their baby. And so I'm like, maybe I'm just thinking, la, 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 they're fine. They'll be fine. La, la, la. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we could skip past everything and see the baby.
We could. Any thoughts too, just real quick, on Carol? Because we kind of forgot about Carol. She got shot twice. I know she
I don't think she's gonna die,
Yeah.
but I don't think she's gonna be as strong, like where she can fight like she could before. I think she's gonna be very weakened from this.
Yeah, I mean, getting shot twice, or really, she was wounded already.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a shot, but anyway, she was wounded.
She had her stomach, her arm, and I think her leg.
Yeah, so these wounds, I think we're just so used to seeing people have wounds like this, but and think, oh, okay, well, at least they're alive. But man, that in this world, in that world, that's very difficult. I mean, you can't walk, you can't, there's so many issues. You can't just walk that off. You got a bunch of bullets in you, so.
Right. No, I think that she's going to survive, but I don't.
Yeah.
I think she's, like I said, she's going to be really weakened from this, and I don't think she will be able. Like, I know she doesn't want to fight anymore, but I think after these injuries, she will not be able to fight anymore. And Morgan actually killed someone, which was insane. And then, I almost forgot, though. I didn't forget about Carol and Morgan, but I did forget about the guys who helped them at the end.
Oh, yeah.
So I forgot about them.
What do you think
they
about
had
them?
armor on.
Yeah, they're smart.
And I was so excited to see people that were good and nice and wanted to help. And so those people might come to the rescue of, not that Rick needs rescuing. I think he'll devise a plan and be able to overthrow Negan because that's what Rick does. But these guys might also help them with the whole Negan thing.
Yeah.
They could. I wonder what their names are. They didn't say names, right? Like,
no.
They didn't. They just said, well, we'll help you. But they didn't say, like, we are from this group and we are.
Yeah. They seemed genuinely nice. I didn't feel like any, like, weird vibes about them. Because a lot of times, if it's a villain that's trying to be nice, you can kind of tell there's just something off about them. Kind of like the Terminus guy. I mean, he was nice, but we knew something was off with him.
Yeah, these guys seemed very their faces looked kind of open, like very honest and forthright and genuine. So I'm actually the most excited about seeing those people because I want to know where they came from, what their story is, what they, like, do they just go around trying to help people or what do they do? So I'm really excited about that storyline.
Yeah. You're not so excited about who Negan's beating up right now.
It's not that I'm not excited about it. I just have a really strong feeling it's going to be Rick. And so I have such a strong I just feel like Negan wants Rick to suffer, or Carl, but only because that would hurt Rick the most.
Yeah.
So I just really have a strong feeling it's going to be Rick or Carl. And so it's not that I'm not, like, tense about it. It's just that I really think it's going to be them.
Yeah.
So, and then I'll probably be wrong because I'm always wrong. Daryl or something, I'll cry my eyes out because I can't watch Daryl get.
So you wouldn't be upset about Carl?
No, I would be, absolutely. But I just meant that, like, Carl,
I know you would be.
Carl should not. Carl has been through enough.
Yeah,
like,
I
not that everyone hasn't been through enough, but Carl lost an eye. Like, does he have to lose the other one too? Like, and Negan said he was going to feed Carl's eye to Rick. Ugh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if somebody made a move, he was going to do that. So,
right.
But it's not that I wouldn't be upset about anyone. I absolutely would be. If it was Daryl, I don't know why. I have such a soft spot for Daryl.
Yeah.
I would, like, cry if I had to watch poor Daryl get hurt like that. So but I mean, I just really think it's going to be Rick.
Okay. Do you have a rating, 1 out of 10 rating for this episode?
Yes. We need to see more, so it's hard to know how to rate it. I'm going to rate it an 8.3475.
I mean, I give it maybe even a 9.5. And the reason I would do that is because I just thought I just thought the suspense to me was really good. I personally liked the build up with everything. So kind of the reasons I gave before, I thought it was seriously creepy when they were going through the woods and the whistling and things like that. They had the tense scene with Carol.
That was brutal.
I get it that there was some build up there, but I found everything to be unsettling in this episode. So I think they did a really good job with that. So I would give this to me it was a 9.5. It wouldn't be a 10 just because I feel like it's incomplete a little bit, but
what would make it become a 10? Like, what would they put in or add to it to make it a 10?
Well, they probably would just we would have had a resolution. Yeah,
I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, tell us who it is.
No. Well, maybe. But yeah, I would give it a 9.5. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And just seeing Rick get on his knees after being so, like, king of the world for the last several episodes. I mean, not king of the world, but just sort of like you don't mess with me.
Right.
And I love that Rick. I love that he stood up to the guy with the mustache, and I love that exchange, because you're like, yeah, go Rick. But then just to see him go to his knees, feeling he looked defeated a little bit. So
I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about that. I was actually going to mention that, like, okay, outside of the show being a real world we immerse ourselves in.
Yeah.
Like, speaking of the actors, it was so interesting to see him like that, because we don't see that a lot. So it was like, it was really interesting to see the actor have to really pull out that fear and that kind of defeat, and that like I'm a mouse caught in a trap. I don't know what to do now. It's really interesting to see the actor have to pull out all those emotions, because we just don't see it a lot. And so I found it really entertaining, feels like a weird word to use, but I found it very entertaining to watch Rick have all those emotions play out on his face. It just showed the actor, the actor's talents coming out like that, because we just don't see it a lot. I mean, we're used to the confident Rick, the Rick that knows nobody can mess with him, and it was really interesting to see that side of him.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I can't say I enjoy seeing that side of him, because I like when Rick is able to just but
it makes him more real, though.
Absolutely.
I like that moment between Eugene and Abraham when he was, even though it ended up not working out, obviously, but
I forgot about that.
That was kind of sad, but
it was like
heartwarming sad. Yeah, it was more heartwarming. And I just, they had so many ups and downs in their friendship. So it wasn't. I don't even think it started out as a friendship. It was more of a partnership. It was a partnership, and then now it turned into they didn't talk to each other, and now they're friends. So I like that.
Yeah, I found that moment really, really sweet. It did scare me a little bit, because sometimes they give people these like heartwarming little moments together and little grand speeches because someone is about to die, and I'm like, oh gosh, if they're doing that, that could mean something. But fortunately, neither of them died. But the whole little speech and the hug or whatever, it was really nice to see them come together. But it made me feel even worse for Eugene when he lost the RV, because it's not his fault. But I thought his face, to me, he looked like he felt like, I'm a failure. I wasn't able to do this mission. And that just broke my heart for him, because he tried and it really wasn't his fault.
I know. I felt bad for Eugene too.
Even though I'm always like, oh, Glenn and Maggie reunited, I really wish they hadn't seen each other this time, because I feel like that just made it worse.
Yeah.
It just made it worse that they saw each other. Like, Maggie doesn't need to see Glenn where he's been captured and probably beat up, and that's going to make her even worse. And Glenn sure doesn't need to see how sick Maggie is right now. And I almost felt like, no, I don't want you guys to look at each other, and it's just going to make everything worse if you look at each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I didn't like that. The real question is, what the episode is, will Enid ever get out of the closet?
Oh yeah, that's another good point. We never saw her get out of the closet. Well, just was JSS to survive somehow.
I like how Carl told her that too. Like, Carl, you're the one that put her in there.
Carl, you jerk. And by the way, we had a lot of suggestions to watch this back to back, and we talked long about it, but we just, because of our schedule this week, we just weren't able to do it. So I apologize, but I might make a version where it's back to back when we edit this together at some point. So anyway, I really apologize to anyone that was looking forward to it being back to back, but I might edit a version where we can watch these back, where you can watch it back to back, but we couldn't do it with our schedule. We had too much going on, and we couldn't do.
I have to be forced into suspense, even if it's one day of suspense.
So, are you ready to get on to the next one?
Yeah, we will see you next time, and we will find out if I was right or wrong about Rick being being beaten. Because I think it's going to be Rick. I really do.
All right, picking Rick.
That's my guess. And if you want to make sure you don't miss the next one, hit subscribe, and that way you'll be notified when we do our next one. All right, bye everyone.
Bye everybody.